Well, hello all and welcome. Hope everything's going well for you. I'm out here in the greenhouse and everything's doing quite well, all bar one thing, which I will show you in a wee while. As you can see, cucumbers, I mean, look, just going berserk. This is a variety called Socrates that produces the smaller mini munch type cucumbers, and I've been harvesting them quite regular. I've been having regular harvests of sweet peas. They've been absolutely superb this year. I've been harvesting lettuce, spring onions. I'm close to harvesting some peas, some calabrese and some cauliflower. I want to take you round on the allotment to show you something that, with regards peas, something that's happening, and again I can't understand. I've got a couple of things going on. One, in this greenhouse, something's happening and I can't understand why and so on, and the same round on the allotment. So without further ado, I'll take you off the stand so that I can show you what's going on with regards to a cucumber plant here in this greenhouse. So be back in a minute. Right, the first thing that I can't understand, as you can see here, a very sickly cucumber plant. In fact, it's gonna get thrown out, to be perfectly honest, because it's a waste of time leaving it here. Now, I don't know why it's gone like that when you consider that you've got a cucumber plant like that, and then like at the back there, two Socrates. These two at the front here are a variety called Luxury that produce quite a long, I mean, you'd buy something like that in a supermarket. But yes, back to this one. As I say, it's a variety called Luxury. Now I don't know why this has done this. Why I just can't. The only thing I can think is that where the stem down the bottom, see the stem there, where it's been in the ground, I mean it's completely gone now, but where it was in the ground, it's sort of, the plant has dropped, and the stem, that bit of stem, has been flat on the compost. Now my only thoughts are that it's gone rotten with it falling flat onto the compost. I can't see it being anything like, although I don't know whether it would have been damaged by slugs. I wouldn't have thought so, because they're quite fluffy, aren't they, these stems? But as I say, my only thinking is that that's fallen flat, and because it's on moist compost, it's gone rotten. If anybody can tell me what they think has happened here, then that'd be great. You got to remember that everything in here gets watered and fed all the same. As you can see, I keep the watering cans in here so that the ambient temperature keeps the, you know, it's not ice cold water that I'm using. If I decide I'm going to feed, I put feed into the cans, and then everything gets feed. Feed I'm using is Tomarite, but as I say, that there, it has completely got me absolutely bamboozled as to what is happening there. But if anybody can give me some idea, that would be great. I mean, I'm not too bothered, because for some unknown reason this year I've grown another cucumber plant in the other greenhouse. So although I'd have 4 in here and 2 in the other greenhouse, I've got 3 in the other greenhouse. But yeah, so as I say, a bit of a mystery there. We'll now nip round the allotment and I'll show you the other mystery I've got round there. Well, here we are round on the allotment, and as you can see, I was saying about with sweet peas, I was round. Today is Monday, is it the 9th? Monday the 8th of July. I was round here Saturday and there was hardly any flowers left on here when I went home, and look at it, you can see a mass of them. And I'm hoping it carries on as well. I'm going to take you off the tripod because I want to show you something with regards me peas over here. Another little bit of a query I've got, and something that's happening that I just can't get my head round. So I'll apologise for any shaky camera, but I'll take you off the tripod and take you round, and I'll show you what's going on with my peas and see if anybody can inform me as to what they think the problem is. Right, peas. Now, all looking pretty good. Lots of pods. Really very happy. Very, very healthy plant here, or plants here. But then what I've got is, I'm then getting this, where, yes, I know there's a lot of weeds, but these are dying back. And the same here, it's dying back. Got the same up here. Although there's pods on, but all the foliage, and, well, I'm not going to say the plants, but like all the foliage is just dying back. Now, I can't understand what's going on there, because I've got, as like we've got here, we've got a plant that's dying back, and then we've got plants next to it that are absolutely perfect, I would say. They're absolutely superb. But again, I don't know why this is happening. My only thoughts that I've got is, I did wonder about watering, but because I try and get water around here as often as possible, I don't leave it any more than, if we haven't had any rain, I don't leave it any more than a couple of days. But, you know, as I say, it's got me baffled as to why I've got nice healthy and then plants starting to die off. This ground is, it's the first time these have had peas grown in it, this bit of ground here, but it's been treated no differently than any of the other of this bed or any of these other beds really. But yeah, as I say, let me again, another little bit of a mystery. I can't understand as to why that's happening with the peas, and again with the cucumber in the greenhouse. It's all a mystery to me. While I was round here showing you with regards to peas, I got myself a few more sweet peas. There's still loads on there, but I don't really want to take too many because I want to make sure that I've got seed for next year. So I'll probably take a few more, and then it'll be a case of it'll be left and we'll get some seed pods. As I say, sweet peas, but also while I'm round here, I've just got myself some spring onions, quite decent sizes, some of these. This is a mixture. There's Matrix and Guardsman in here. Take all the soil off, I don't want to take that home. But yeah, in this bed here, there's some Ishikura which are nowhere near ready yet, but there's Guardsman and Matrix. I've got some more at home, and in fact I've just not long sown some more. They're a variety called Performer, because as I start to take some out of here and have one or two holes, I shall start and put some of them in here, and the same at home. As I take some out of the veg truck, I shall get and replace them with some from around there. But yeah, so as I say, I've just had a bit of a look round. I've got a cauliflower. In fact, I'll show you. Well, you'll have to excuse shaky hands, but I'll just show you how we're doing the onions. I know you've had a plot tour on the last video, but these are some winter cabbage which seem to have literally exploded overnight. Where are we? Cauliflower. You can see there's one there. I don't know about any more round here. And then there's calabrese. There's one head there. There is some more calabrese right over there. They're probably, let's just have a look if I can see another cauliflower. I think that's the only one at the moment, without taking the netting off. And yeah, I think that's the only one. But yeah, it's all doing really well. I'm not gonna show you everything because I showed you it all on on the last video. It'd be a bit pointless doing that, but there we go. There's another head there, another head coming on there, another one there. You get the picture. It's all quite good. So that's it for now. We'll get and go back home. Another little thing I want to show you while I'm in the greenhouse here. I don't know whether, let me just, it's all shaky camera this time round. You see these Velcro fasteners? That's another one that's a bit thinner, but these that I've got for holding these tomatoes up, well, I need a few more. So I've been out today and out earlier on and bought some more, and this is how it comes. I got this from it's a garden centre near me. It's part of the British Garden Centre group, and there's, as it says there, there's 5 metres, and what you've got, let's see, I can just take, you've basically just got the two reels of it. Cut it to whatever length you want. That smaller one was because I've cut this down the middle lengthways to try and make some smaller ones, and it's good stuff. I mean, I've got 1 or 2 that want tying up, hence the reason for me buying this. But you know, use it on the cucumbers as well, and it's simple but very effective. I always use it with this smoother sort of velvet piece touching the plant. Tell me I'm being daft, but I'm just thinking that the actual hooks might be a bit rough on the plant. You know, maybe I'm talking rubbish, I don't know. Quite used to doing that really. But no, I thought I'd just show you this. As I say, I mean, it's £7 all bar a penny, but you get 5 metres of the stuff, and this will last ages, and I mean, there's more. That alone is more than what I really want, but yeah, I just thought I'd show you something else that I've got. As I say, I use them on these. I then store them through winter in a container like this, on those mushroom pots, and yeah, they work really well, really good stuff. Well, I've just come back from round on the allotment, doing a bit of harvesting. Let me just show you another bumper harvest of sweet peas. That is the 6th picking of sweet peas, and think the wife's going to get a bit bored, but I mean the smell. If this was smell-o-vision, I mean, smell that. Just absolutely lovely. Really, really nice they are. Then I've got some cauliflower. Let's put them down. I've got 3 cauliflowers, all about, well, that's the smallest, but I've got them. This one has got a little bit of slug damage to it, but French beans, if I can get them out of here. Where are we? French beans, I've been taking pickings like this regular. This is probably the 5th, yeah, probably about the 5th harvest of French beans, something like that. I'm taking them. I used to leave them and they'd get quite long, but they'd be a bit tough, whereas these now, I mean, that's a good size. Well, they're all a good size, but so we've got them. Calabrese. Now then, I've cut these. You look at this, but I've cut these heads because they're small. I know they're small, but when you look, these are just, to me, they look like they're going to just suddenly start and burst out into flower. So I thought, take them while I can. But what I've noticed, and whether it's a reason for this, is normally I get, comes up, head bigger than that, of course, of Calabrese. You cut it, then you start to get side shoots. What I've noticed this year is I've cut these, like with that one, that's the biggest. I've cut that, and there's already 3 side shoots that are just a little bit smaller than that already coming. So this side shoots already coming on them. So I don't know, but that's better than nothing, so I can't moan with that. So as I say, that's another little bit of a harvest. Very pleased with them cauliflower. I have got a little bit more that I want to show you, so I'll spin you round and show you a little something else here in the back garden. Right, now if you watched my last video, you'll recognise it. Well, you'll recognise that one, but as you can see, I bought another one. These are little planters that I bought. I bought these off Amazon. I've been looking for some time in garden centres, and you're going to pay about £50 for something like that in a garden centre. I saw some, funnily enough, only a few days ago. The bottom piece with the legs was £35, and then the top you bought separately, and that was something like £13.95, something like that. So absolutely stupid money. I bought these for £30, all bar a penny. And as you can see, I've now got 2, because I bought that one, showed it you in the last video. I've now bought another one. I'll take the tops off and I'll show you. I'll bring you in a bit closer, but let me just take these off. As you can see, I'm growing lettuce in them. Right, I'll bring you a bit closer and show you what I'm doing. So in there we have got some salad bowl and some Lollo Rosso. I've been harvesting these, and these it won't be too long before these are going to start to bolt, basically. But it doesn't matter, because I've got some in the veg truck over there, and what I've done is I sowed some seed in here, and what I've sown was some more salad bowl, some salad bowl Navara, and Lollo Rosso, and they were sown just in the end here. pricked them out and literally potted them on in here. I will a little bit later today clear this and sow some more seed in there so that I get that continuation. But I just thought I'd show you these. I'm tittle pink, really am chuffed to bits, and I'm assuming that these have done as well as they have because with the lids on them they become their own little micro environment, sort of like a mini greenhouse, and that's why they're doing so well. I mean, they've come on quite well in just a couple of days of being in, so really I'm pleased with all of that. It really is good stuff. Right, I've got a little bit of something that I want to show you now. My wife and I had a little bit of time out the other day, and we went and visited David Austin Roses. Now they are, I don't need to say anything about how good they are. We all know they're award winning. They seem to pick up awards quite regular, especially picking up golds and so on at Chelsea Flower Show. We went over basically because it's not a million miles away from me. It's only what, 25 minutes, say 30 minutes at the most drive. It's not very far. And I've just taken some stills. I haven't done any video, but what is nice about David Austin Roses is they've got the typical shop, they've got a little cafe, they've got the area where they have the roses for you to go and buy, but they also have some gardens with the roses in. So for want of a better way of putting it, you can see them in their natural environment and see what they're like when they're fully grown. So, like, you know, you can see a rambler growing up and along a pagoda and so on. You can see some bush roses, see them in borders. You can see roses trained up against the walls, and it really, to be honest, it's really nice. There's some seating around there so you can sit and just admire the views and so on. And I'll admit, my photographs don't really do it justice. I'll be the first one to admit that, but it does give you a little flavour of what it's like over there, what you can see and so on. What I've done, I've put the pictures together, and then I've just put a bit of music over the top, and it's not long. I've not, you know, it's not a long clip, but I just thought it will give you a flavour of what it's like, and it really is. It's somewhere you can, to be honest, it's somewhere you can lose yourself. You can go over there and, you know, wander around the gardens for ages. But yeah, sit back and enjoy this. Well, 1, 2, 3. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. It really is very much appreciated. I know I say it all the time, but I say it because I mean it. Simple as that. The cucumber has now been removed. That has come out the greenhouse. As I say, I've told you what I think it could be. For all I know, it could be just a fluke of nature. I don't know. Same with the peas. I don't know. I was round there yesterday, and I've cracked a pod open just to check to see. They're not far off. I reckon another 3 or 4 days, and they'll be ready to harvest. I have got 2 more rows of peas already in. I've got one row is about 6 to 8 inches tall, and the other row is just starting to come through. And I've got to be honest, the row that is sort of 5 or 6 inches tall or so, that's quite dense, and they are looking really, really healthy plants. So thumbs up, fingers crossed, they perform. The out at David Austin Roses, as I say, me photos and such like just do not do it justice. It really is really, really nice place to go and visit, and it's therapeutic. For one, I know I might sound stupid saying such things, but it is. We generally go, we're in July, and we generally go June, July, because of the roses being out in flower. And as I say, it is really therapeutic. It's a joy to go and see. And as for me lettuce out there, I really am tittle pink with those containers. As you've seen, I keep the lids on them, and so the condensation, there we go, the condensation helps to keep them watered, and also helps to give the lettuce quite a good growth spurt. I've got some more seed that I need to sow, which I shall probably do a little later, and then hopefully get between the two, get constant crops, plus the fact that I've got some in the veg truck anyway that I can go at, because I eat salad literally every day of the week. I have lettuce, tomato, cucumber, onion, and so on, nearly every day of the week. So I'm a big user of all of that. And I'm already thinking about, like with winter, and possibly getting something like winter density type lettuce, putting some in there in the winter and then moving them into the greenhouse, so there's a bit of an extra protection, and see if I can maybe not grow lettuce all through winter, but through a fair part of autumn and winter, you know, try it, see what happens. The harvest with with the cauliflowers and the broccoli and so on, really pleased with them. Those cauliflower, for myself and my wife, there's more than enough there for the pair of us, so they'll get blanched and they'll get frozen. I have looked, I've got some more that are starting to come. As I say, with the Calabrese, small heads, but on some of the plants there's like 3 more little shoots coming below them. Whether that's to do with the weather this year, I don't know. I've seen that happen once you've removed the head, the main head. I've had that happen, and I've had extra harvests from that, but I've never seen it happen when the main head is still there. So again, fluke of nature, weather, who knows. So, and again, before I was just about to finish there, Sweet peas, I know I've been banging on all through this video about sweet peas, but I've got to say this year has been exceptional. That sort of sums it up in one word. They really have been exceptional. I mean, the table here. Now I know these have gone past the best, but see, these are what I brought round only a few days ago. And you've seen for yourself what I've harvested, the others that I've got. So I can't say enough. And on some of them, I've ended up with 3 and 4 flower heads on one stem. And normally with me, I just get 1 stem, 1 flower. So, as I say, exceptional, absolutely. So that is it for this one. I shall stop waffling now. Thank you all again for watching. As I say, it really is very much appreciated. Be good, look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.